The best two-year run in the history of the Reading High boys hockey program was capped off by the 1987-88 Rockets. This special year was fueled by the excellent season turned in by the 86-87 team, which finished 21-2-1, but fell short to Chelmsford in the 1987 Division I North Sectional Final. With an abundance of talent and a host of returning players, the 87-88 Rockets had only one ultimate goal in mind, and that was to win the championship that eluded them the year before. Captained by defenseman Paul Sacco and forward Mike Vetter, and propelled by the big first line of Vetter, Kevin Thompson, and Derek Denler, while backstopped by goaltender Bob McKeel, the Rockets season began innocently enough with a 4-1 win over Lexington. Then the Rockets handily took down one of their arch rivals from the mid to late 1980s, Belmont, in an 8-2 thrashing. However, in its third game of the season, an 8-4 loss to Woburn, Reading did not leave an impression that it would go as far as it ultimately did. The Rockets would see much more of the Tanners as the season wore on. After the December loss to Woburn, the Rockets started to hit their stride. A 7-0-1 stretch followed before the rematch with Woburn at the Ned O'Brien Ice Rink. The second line of Rich McSorley, Mike O'Keefe, and Mark Tango gave the offense excellent balance. Head coach Peter Doherty dropped back forward David Matrona to defense to pair with Sacco, and the pair was equally gifted at both ends of the ice. Also contributing were forwards Chris Murray, Rob Donnelly, Frank Golden, Joe Hamway, Barry Moore, Chris Hughes, and Scott Cousy. Defensively, DJ Crowley, Keith Wilson, Scott Wade, and Chris Allen were there to stabilize the blue line. Goaltending was a vastly underrated strength for the Rockets in 1988. Starting netminder Bob McKeel had a sparkling 2.29 goals against average. McKeel and backup goaltender Mike Velke each recorded a shutout while they shared 3 others. The second Woburn game was an intense battle between the two public schools, who were among the very best in the state. The Rockets received 2 goals from Matrona and another from Denler, but the Tanners were able to forge a 3-3 tie. The tie with the Rockets took a lot out of the Tanners mentally and physically. Woburn slipped in its very next game, losing to Stoneham, and then were tied by Lexington in the following game. The Rockets would go on to win their final 6 Middlesex League contests to win the league title by 3 points over the Tanners. The Rockets were the team to beat in the Division I North tourney, and they did not disappoint. Reading dusted off Central Catholic 6-2 in their opening round, as Thompson scored a pair of goals to lead the way. The victory catapulted the Rockets into the old Boston Garden for a third meeting with Belmont. Despite 2 regular season wins over the Marauders, the Rockets remained very wary. The Rockets rose to the occasion and skated to a relatively easy 5-1 win in this semifinal matchup behind a pair of goals from Denler and Thompson. This set up the third meeting of the year with Woburn in the Division I North Final at the Boston Garden. Woburn was led by Middlesex League MVP and northeastern-bound goaltender Tom Cole, who was practically impenetrable in net. However, the Rockets came out firing and scored the game's first goal in the first minute of play when Mike Vetter punched home the puck from his crease scramble.
Michael Vetter puts the Rockets on the board with the power play goal!
2 unlikely heroes, Frank Golden and Joe Hamway, lit the lamp for the Rockets.
Frankie Golden scores! No, McSorley in, back to Murray, Hamway scores!
Building the lead to 3-0 before Vetter and Denler capped the 5-0 victory to bring Reading its first boys hockey sectional title.
MIAA Division I North champions.
In the Division I state final against Catholic Memorial, the Rockets gave a strong account of themselves, scoring the first goal of the game again from Mike Vetter. But the depth and talent of CM was a bit too much. It was a closely fought contest for the entire 45 minutes, but Catholic Memorial emerged with a 3-1 victory. Reading finished its season with 20 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. The Reading Memorial Athletic Hall of Fame welcomes the 1987-88 boys ice hockey team.